Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dream Team. We've got our beautiful Zan with us. Hi, Zan. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you, Marie?
I'm fabulous, thank you. And welcome,
That's good.
everyone. Thank you for being with
Hi.
us. We love hearing about your dreams, and I guess too, our whole intention with this is to help people to really understand your own decoding system. So, what are your symbols in your dream meaning for you? What are the archetypes that show up? And how do you decipher that or decode that? How do you remember your dreams? Like, what's your intentions before you go to sleep? So, all of these things that are really important to help you become your own perfect dream analysis person. So,
Decoding at the best.
decoding, you're a decoder. Exactly. So, and as usual, just if you're new, this is an amazing book, Betty Bethard's The Dream Book. I've looked at lots of dream books and people that analyze things. I don't know if that's a word.
Analyze.
Thank you. See, this is
Must
why
be
I
some
need
energy
Zan
in the
here.
air.
Oh my God, something going on. But I found this the best, and it's
Funny.
just so easy reference. This lady channeled this through, and it just resonates. But you'll find your own meanings. So today we're sort of going to continue the theme from last week. So if you haven't watched last week's show, it'd be a really good idea to pop back and actually watch it. We were talking about, are ETs real? When we dream, where do we go? Are we being abducted, or is it something else? And it was such an eye-opener because we had our beautiful Elisa on with us, and with all the sessions that she's done with people, she had some really amazing insights into that as well. So, but we have got a couple of dreams that I didn't get up last week, and one of the first one, Jasper wants to say hello. I'm sorry, I didn't ignore you, darling. Jasper's saying big hello to everyone, and he's great because Jasper's my beautiful crystal skull friend, and he really just enhances my connection to the quantum field, to spirit, spirit to consciousness. So he can help with some questions when we get them sometimes. So, but let's get started now. Put your dreams in, guys. I think we've already got Maple Tree. Hi, Maple Tree.
Hi,
in
Maple
with
Tree.
a couple of dreams. Hello. And yeah, pop your dreams in. Or if you've had any weird experiences in life, like synchronicities. Oh my gosh, I don't know about you, Zan, but synchronicities in life just seem to be getting faster and faster. And like telepathy, like, I'll be thinking about something and then you'll go, oh, this happened. And I'll go, yes, I knew something had happened. I was thinking about that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very cool because we're all connected.
Oh, we're
It's
all connected. We're in this big
What's that
field.
TV show that we watched? Manifest. They say that all the time in Manifest. It's all connected. It's all connected. And they could hear that telepathically.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's such a cool show.
But we can do that. And the more we keep our beautiful electromagnetic field clear, the more we release our emotions from our chakras and our body, then the more connected we are. And the more we accept that without judgment, that, hey, we're all actually made of the same stuff. Doesn't matter what our beliefs are. It doesn't matter about who we think we are. We're actually all one. And this is the beauty of actually being here, where we've forgotten all that. And we are now just remembering who we truly are. So true. And that's why synchronicity happens. So, yeah. So, okay. So I'm going to start with Nick's dream. Now, Nick's amazing. She lives in Australia and she does teaching like the, what's it called? What was that movie?
The Quantum.
Sorry.
No.
The Last Mimsy.
Right.
That's how she teaches. She's pretty awesome by the sounds of it. I get quite a few emails from her. It's amazing. And but what she was saying is the synchronicity, again, talking about synchronicity. I find in this show there's a lot of synchronicity. And Nick was saying, I'll pop it up. So I'll get you to read that one, Zan.
Yeah, sure. So next dream. I had to share this synchronicity. After waking up this morning, I recalled a short but powerful dream. My dream, lion and owl. I heard the words over and over, I am, I am, I am, I am, etc. It was quite soothing, but was there any more? Then I got I am pure white lion, followed by I am an owl with the image of a pure white owl. Then I hear the reference in your show about owls. This is why I was laughing, because I was thinking of what Elisa said last week and with the movie. Oh, there you go. She's mentioned it, The Fourth Kind, which I now need to watch, by the way. And I also watched The Last Mimsy. It makes so much sense. It gave me the chills. What adds more weight to this is that when I arrived at work this morning, I barely got out of the car, and one of the parents gave me a book to read with the students that she found helpful with her son. The front cover had the head of a pure white owl. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I'm just getting goosebumps everywhere.
Synchronicity at its greatest.
Synchronicity.
Before reading the book with the children, I was sharing my thoughts about emotions, the scale of consciousness, and examples.
Where are we? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Oh, sorry, it's jumped. I don't know what's been going on here. Let me just see if I can find it. Sorry, I don't know why it's done this.
No, that's okay. I'm just trying
That's
to
all right.
find
I know
which
what
one
she
might have been
said, so I
hers.
can actually say. So what happened was then, as she was teaching with the children or connecting with them, everything she was saying was in the book. It was like the synchronicity that this parent, I'm just getting
No.
goosebumps again, of the synchronicity of the book the parent had given Nick, and everything she was doing in the book, in the book, in the book. I mean,
Oh my
this is how
goodness.
I know.
I
So
love it.
I love it too. So I'm just, the cat wants to come in. I better get in. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, synchronicity is beautiful, and I love owls.
He was scratching.
Especially, is he all right?
Yeah. He's been in the
Yeah.
cupboard all morning. He's a cupboard cat, so he
good.
accidentally got shut in it, but he didn't care. I went around trying to find him, and then I opened it, so he came out, and then he looked at me because I'd shut the door. He went, "I want to go back in," so I opened the door and I've left it open so he can come in out the cupboard. Crazy cat.
Excellent.
But yeah, look, this is the sort of example, and this was the day after we did the show. So Nick watched it the next day after this dream.
Yeah,
Just crazy.
That
so
is
we are
awesome
all connected.
synchronicity.
I know. So which was beautiful. So
there you go.
So
I didn't read any of
this,
this, by the way, before we got online. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's such a nice surprise for you to actually get to see what's been going on in, in dreamland, but yet connected into reality. So
there you go.
So that was beautiful. So thank you, Nick, for sharing.
Awesome.
And so I don't know what happened to that last bit. So okay, we've just got a question here. First up from and it's from Niobe.
Okay.
Sorry.
So do higher dimensional beings dream? It's a good question.
It is a good question. And what's your initial intuition on that?
My initial thought is they don't need to sleep.
You got it. Thank you. Because I was going to tune in with Jasper. Yeah, so keep going.
Yeah, no, I just got that they don't need to dream, but our human body needs rest to rejuvenate, just like it needs food for nourishment to keep it going. It's like putting new batteries in each time, but our higher spirit doesn't, because it's eternal energy. But that's how I understand it. That's how it feels to me. What about you? What about Jasper?
Yeah, look, I'll tune in with Jasper and just see what comes through. And we're just asking that question, Jasper, do higher dimensional beings dream? What he's saying to me is, what is the dream? Who is the dreamer? It's like, because they're so because of that, the higher frequency and the vibration, there's already that full awareness of being in that consciousness, in that quantum field. So the dream's not necessary, and they've got more access to their higher self or their soul. He's saying, though, the physical body does need to maintain balance. So, and he's talking about vibrational energy as part of keeping their balance, more so than, the sleep is not like we sleep. It's more of a resting of the being, but it's at the same time there's like a shifting of frequency and vibrational shifting and healing going on. So they might actually lie down on crystals or something, or have a sound bath going,
or do a meditation.
That's
always a nice rest for the soul and the mind.
So anyway, so that's really interesting. So no, they don't dream like we do, which is really interesting. So okay, so I think Kibu Hope's on. Yay. Hi, Kibu. How are you?
Hi.
Now let's have a little look at Niobe's dream. Okay, let's hope this one's in
Cool.
order. They just sometimes flip around, so we'll see how we go.
We'll work it out. All right, so the dream. Outside somewhere I didn't know had a portal metal.
Yeah.
It was a vacuum with me. I attached it to a larger machine. There was a male female switch, and I chose the male. 20 feet away, a large portal opened, and men from Venus came through. They were 8 foot tall with blonde hair, Nordic and very masculine. I became aware one of my close friends in real life was from here, and I had connections to her as well, to here as well. Sorry. I switched the machine to female and let some through, making sure there were more men. I wanted a romantic connection. What don't we all? I turned off the machine and went to a park and was on a wooden swing. One of the Nordic men approached, asked if I wanted to be their partner. He said he wanted to be more human. I got overwhelmed when more men began to get my attention and I woke up. Okay.
Okay, so
Well,
Zan, what's your
I
initial?
love the masculine aspect of it because I've been dreaming about men as well. But not in the romantic sense, just there's lots of men around. So it's thank you for somebody else confirming that perhaps our masculine side needs a little healing or a little work. I don't know. I just kind of got the feeling that the masculine side, because these people or Nordics, whatever they were, are still an aspect of you. So from this, I would take it that it's a huge masculine aspect because they're 8 foot tall. One of your close friends was there, so it's personal for you. This is a deeper connection within yourself that you're getting to. You switched it to female, so you had a little bit of female come through, but it was more like your masculine side was feeling greater than normal, if that makes sense. You're at a park. So what does a park mean? A park would be play. It would be your inner child, perhaps, sitting on a wooden swing. So swing wood being grounding,
Yeah.
and a swing being the swings of life, the ups, the downs, but also the joy, like the play, like a childlike play. So your inner child is enjoying themselves. And perhaps it's your inner masculine side as well that is there. At the end, though, when you got too overwhelmed with a lot of men coming up, it feels like it just got so big there, like the masculine energy was just so powerful that it woke you up. It's saying, wake up, here you go. You're allowed to have this aspect of you, and enjoy it. Enjoy the masculine energy that we all have within us, because we all have both yin and yang. But I don't know, are you picking up anything else there?
No, that was beautiful. And I just looked up park and it says, place of beauty, recreation, rejuvenation may suggest need for relaxation and taking time to smell the flowers along the way. Notice if the park is well kept, overgrown, how you feel there, whether peaceful or fearful. So there was some fear coming through with so much masculinity around you. Now, the fact that I love is that they're from Venus. So what does Venus represent to you? As well. And, to me, they say that Venus is the love and the beauty. So just have a look into that as well. So it reflects the
interesting. Isn't Venus more the feminine? Like men are from Mars, women are from Venus?
Yeah.
So that's interesting that the men came from the feminine.
But also, interestingly, I've also heard that that's been reversed deliberately. So who knows?
Ah, right.
So, so look, this is where, that intuition comes in. And the fact, that you're connected into that Venus energy, I believe that we're all starseeds and we do have connections into these planets, which I want to look up. I want to look up planet and see what that means. Because I believe that we can have these connections into aspects of ourselves, through a dream. As well. So planet, here we go, Venus. Love, beauty, harmony, gentleness, emotion, femininity. So that's that's the channeling there with that. So yeah,
Isn't that interesting? So
yeah.
that's almost
So
like the balance of it, because if there were a lot of men from a feminine
feminine,
planet,
yeah, yeah,
that's almost like a balance right there.
yes.
And
And
then
the
you
fact
brought in
that
the
you had a
female.
choice with that,
Yes,
choosing whether it was a male or female
yes.
on the switch. So
I wonder if the
mm,
switch means anything.
let's have a look and see. I don't know if there'll be a
'Cause I wouldn't
switch
think that
in
there would
here.
be.
There might be. We never
Um,
know. Till you see, this is
I've
why it's great. I
I've
don't just look
personally
up
not
some
had
words.
it.
Switch.
Switch.
Whoa. Here we go. Power control, ability to turn on or off
Mm,
at will, and that's exactly what you were
nice.
doing.
That's it. That's
Degree of
it.
control over energy and life experiences. So you're creating your own reality. This is brilliant. That was a really good call to look up switch. So if anyone
Yeah,
gets a switch in their dreams, it means you're in control. You can choose what comes through, what you experience. If in a dark
absolutely.
house, no, it's not the one. New things are coming into being that are presently unknown to you. So I
Perfect.
would love to see what
That
comes up
feels
for
right.
you or what happens, for you, Naomi. And yeah, so let us know. You can always email me at iam@magicmarie.com because I love putting up responses that people give. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so thank you for sending this in. And even though it was, I know there's another dream that she sent in as well, just after this. But yeah, I feel that you're going through something and you're getting to choose what you're creating in your life through this, and that's what the
Yeah,
dream is
true.
telling you. So,
True.
but I think that was perfect. And then yeah, and she's asked a question there as well, Zan.
Okay, so does this dream have to do with more than the Venus retrograde than going into a new cycle at the moment, or energies within myself? Well, I think you just said it. It's about going through change.
And
Yeah.
Venus is changing,
That,
so that feminine aspect is changing. So it's all relative. We're all
yeah.
connected.
Is that the theme for today? We always seem
Oh,
to find the theme
we
somewhere in
find this
in this.
theme. It's a connection theme. Love it. Okay.
That's
So,
awesome.
and then we're just continuing on because I missed putting these in last week with
Okay.
Elisa. So we'll do this one as
Yep.
well again for Niobe, and then we'll go on to everyone's active dreams.
Sure, sure. So, dream within a dream. I was somewhere which felt like an underground warehouse bunker with two other people that I don't consciously know. I was crouching and spying on this being from behind some objects. These beings, this being was running around rampant and up to no good. He was humanoid like, but had red skin mixed with brown and green gradient colors. The skin type didn't seem like ours. And if I felt, and I felt as though he was some type of hybrid. He had no clothes on. The next thing I knew, I'm hovering over some type of metal box or machine, and I quickly used the energy from my hands to transmute it as if I knew it was emitting very harmful frequencies. Someone comes around the corner and I immediately know to wake up. Upon waking, I come up through this dark tunnel, like a wormhole maybe, but end up in my old room where I grew up. I was in my old bed, and two other people that I don't consciously recognize were there in the room also. Then I wake up again, but this time for real. Active
Mm.
dream. Well, this is Inception, isn't it? That's been a
This
theme
is
for the past couple
Inception.
of weeks.
Yes, exactly. So,
Yeah. So a
yeah.
dream within a dream. And didn't somebody else have a dream within a
Hmm.
dream where somebody got into the bed?
That's it. Yes, that
So
was
this is the
creepy day. Right.
unconscious.
Oh no, that was
No.
Catherine Barbara. I can't remember Catherine or Kathleen. I think
It was their husband that got into
and
bed, and then they woke up and didn't
there was
want to
another.
look. But
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so this is interesting that we've got this again. And this one was one that was meant to be on last week, right?
So again, the synchronicity,
Again,
cray
so this
cray.
goes with that.
Hmm.
Okay, so dreams within a dreams. Is it an active dream?
So I'll look up underground because I mean that we know that underground is the unconscious. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah,
Straight up, we're dealing with the unconscious, the subconscious,
yeah.
Niobe. So
And
and
same with the bed. The bed is your bridge
link.
between consciousness and unconsciousness.
Beautiful. So, guys,
Um,
again, remember this stuff. So, when you're having a dream, you can then go, "Oh, this was my subconscious talking to me," or "I was connecting into the other realms," in through the bed or through the underground.
Yes.
So yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
And the fact that in both dreams, the dream within a dream and the dream, there were two people that they didn't know.
Yeah, good
So these are
point.
two aspects of yourself. So the question would be, were they both male? Were they both female? Was there one male, one female?
Mm,
Because these are aspects of yourself that you may not be aware of. So what feeling did you
mm,
get behind these people? Were they friendly? Were they not friendly? Um, where did it sit within you? And only Niobe can answer that one.
that's
So
right. That's right. And then the
where
fact that the being was running around and up to no good. So to me, this is an aspect within my, if that was me, it would be within myself and might be judging it. I don't know. What are you getting?
yeah.
Because he was humanoid,
Well,
humanoid like.
but he had red skin,
Yeah,
but
colors.
then there was green and something else. So I would kind of look at the chakras on this one, and
That's
perhaps
why.
everything's a little bit skewed at the moment for you, and just trying to balance all of that back in would be,
And it's
yeah.
funny, Zan, because I got the hit to bring in my chakra chart today. Off the
Excellent.
wall to you guys. So your red is your base chakra. Now, base chakra
Mhm.
number one is around fear. Okay, it's also around survival, family, all of those types of things. But fear is the big one. So if you're seeing red, that to me means there's some fear that is wanting to be released or coming up. Okay, and then you had the green, which is the heart. And the heart chakra is always about, it's about grief. If there's something that needs to be shifted, it's usually grief. So this is
Mhm.
about also unconditional love. So going from grief to unconditional love. So, what is this? And the brown is grounding.
Grounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so there's
It could
something
be a
maybe that
simple
you
grounding process that might actually be able to help shift some of this energy.
correct. And so I feel that maybe go in, do a little meditation here, go into your
Mhm.
base chakra and sit with it, put the red through it and see if a memory from like whenever comes through and an emotion, if there's an emotion around it. Okay. And then do the same with your heart. Is there something that's still in there that you don't even know that you've suppressed? So this is where these dreams are so fantastic for us to be able to go, oh, there's some clues. I need to now go
Mm.
in and actively do some work with this.
And I get the feeling because it wasn't human, um, it's an aspect that you don't know about yourself.
Yeah.
Like it's an unknown. I don't actually get the feeling that it's a being from somewhere else. I'm not picking
No,
that
great.
up, but
I
I
like
could be
that.
completely wrong. But I would say that it's just an aspect that you're not aware of within yourself that is growing at the moment. So yeah, having that meditation to sit and work with it, allow that frequency to move through for you.
And also to a hybrid, it can mean that it could be someone else's pain. It could be an aspect of someone else's pain that you're carrying too. So it could be then creating that pain within you because of your empathy or your connection to some situation or whatever. So this is where it's really important to begin to clarify what are my emotions and what have I taken on. So, or has
Because
it
we
come
do
through the
take on from our
lineage?
parents.
We take
Yeah.
just exactly the same timing. Our lineage, we can be clearing. This is our job here. I know in this lifetime, we are so powerful. We are so connected. The frequency is at such a beautiful place where we can connect in through that quantum field and actually clear our lineage stuff. So this could be
Yeah.
what it's telling you. So you could have just a little bit of work to do, but make sure it's that you stay in your heart when you're doing this as
Yeah.
well.
And
So
take the time. It doesn't need to be rushed.
no, no.
Just in your own time is
Yeah.
perfect.
So
Yeah.
the wormhole can also be going back through lineage, can be going into other
True.
lifetimes, other
Yes.
realities. So this is where
Yes.
that, feeling of, oh, I'm going into another reality, you could very well be to actually help to shift that from that space and time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I forgot about this with the metal box.
oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Let me have a look up
does
metal.
that come up? Yeah, metal or even box,
Yeah. So well, a
emitting
box is
harmful frequencies.
metal, strength, durability, hard, cold, unfeeling. So this
Right.
is maybe that subconscious suppression of the emotions that may be there.
Yes.
So
And
yeah,
the fact that you're actually trying to stop those harmful energies, like you said earlier, it's self-judgment. It could be a lot of negative self-judgment that's coming through that you're trying to fix, and you're doing that within the dream. Sorry, what did you just find?
exactly. Box. The games you set up. Now, what were we saying in the last dream? You create your own reality to experience it. So don't judge it. It's all
Mm,
perfect.
yeah.
The games you set up, little realities you create, limits you impose upon yourself. One endeavors continuously to break out of boxes and expand vision. And that's exactly what this meditation work will do for you. So I think
Yeah.
that's beautiful. So, wow,
Yeah,
thank you
that's
very
great.
much for sharing that. And yeah, so and I
Awesome.
think it's interesting that you've been dreaming about males as well, and that it's been doing healing
Yes.
work for you in your dreams, then.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. Even, past boyfriends, but they came in for closure to tell me, I'm good, we're good, I love you, keep doing what you're doing, be
Yeah,
you because I'm being me.
yeah,
So
exactly.
that's been nice.
Okay, yeah. So, oh, we've got like Trigals on, Christine Hill's on, and we've got Angel Laurie on. Hi, guys. So nice to see
Hi.
you. And keep sharing your dreams. We should be able to get through them. So, we've got Maple Trees up first. Hello, Maple Tree. Let's see
Yep.
what's going
Hi,
on for
Maple
her.
Tree. All right. So, yesterday's ago, I dreamt that I was on a planet like a fantasy planet and wanted to help the planet I was a third person, like higher self, where I click on an area, I transport. Then I woke up to my bedroom, I'm assuming, and
Mhm.
then wanted to look outside the window, which the sky was blue, and there at the distance, I saw ships battling two and two. Here is my question with that. Am I being incarnated, double incarnation?
Mm, okay.
Okay. Um, I wasn't picking up on that, but it's a good question. So let's have a look at it. So you're on a planet, like a fantasy planet.
So isn't that interesting that this
Um,
planet's come up again? And
yes.
depending on what planet it is, let me just see. Okay, so I'm going to read what a planet means because I think
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
important for this one, for Maple Tree. So the
Yep.
planet is an idea, understanding of great importance, teacher, luminary. Each planet has intelligence or vibration as interconnected with all other heavenly bodies. Special vibratory rate in relationship to self and others. Cosmic influence, energy, expanded awareness. Harmony of cosmic movement, purpose, and design. We leave the body at night during the sleep state to study on different planets, incorporating the lessons each has to teach us. They are more advanced schools. So this could very well be you learning and still with aspects within yourself, and yet you're learning from that particular planet. You said it was a fantasy planet. So
Yep.
maybe this is all about getting out of again, letting go, getting out of the box, and actually just what can my mind and my create? What fantasy is there?
Well, it's
What are you
almost like
getting?
she's decoded it in the dream because it was a
Yeah,
third person, like a higher self, which is exactly what the planet is. It's exactly what you just read.
yeah,
So you click on an area and you can instantly transport there. So this is about you being in control of yourself
yeah,
and being able to get to any area that you
yeah.
want to in your life, and to fix it or to improve it, or to improve on it as well.
Or to learn.
Window, what? So
Yeah,
is this a
window.
dream within a dream, or because she woke up to a bedroom and then wanted to look outside? So was she dreaming within the dream here?
I'm not
Um,
sure. I'm not sure. Let's just have a look at window. We know that the window is ability to see beyond a given situation, expanded vision and perception. Window to the other side, interdimensional awareness. So yeah, look, Maple Tree, as well, our higher consciousness, our higher being can be off. I know we all do this, can be off somewhere helping others or teaching. I know for me that I actually apparently download onto a planet and like do teaching with them about what's going on Earth. So, and we don't know when we do this. It might be just a plug-in like we do with the computer. Here you go, here it all is, and off it goes. So
Yeah.
that could be very much what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, but
And seeing two ships battling to it too. Ships are your emotional self, your
yeah,
emotional control. So if they're battling, are you going through something at the moment that's quite emotional?
are you trying to find
Hence your,
balance within that?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the two
because
is
two and
balance.
two. Yeah,
So no, but that's great. And I think, you're probably very intuitive, I'd say. And so just really, um, yeah, work through your dreams, because it sounds like you're quite open to what's going on. But I think
yeah.
we're all incarnated in many different lifetimes. So, like I always said, I've seen our soul, my soul star, or my oversoul, like a train station, and there's just so many other beings that are connected in, and I'm just this one spark here with my awareness and consciousness in this 3D reality. But the more we expand out, the more we know there's so much more to us that we've forgotten.
Yes.
So
Yes. I like to see us as like our higher self is up there playing PlayStation with us. And this is the
yes,
character that we're in, a bit like Free Guy, you know?
yes,
Um, it's yeah. And are we blue shirt guy or are we an active player? Are we an NPC or aren't we? And there are lots of different people. Now there is another movie that I'm going to recommend because it will challenge you a lot, but I can't tell you too much about the movie because it'll give everything away.
okay. What's it
But it's
called?
called The 13th Floor, as in
Ooh,
spelling it out, 13. And it it's along the Free Guy style of movie. There's no main actors or anything in it, but definitely one to watch.
is it
Definitely one to
scary?
watch. No, no,
Okay.
it's more of a
Okay, so the
mystery thriller.
13th floor. And
Yeah.
Zandy,
It's an
Zan, I find it.
M15 plus though,
Oh,
M15
15
plus, I
plus.
think.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know. So the 13th floor.
Mm.
I'm intrigued because you notice they've taken people say number 13 is actually unlucky. It's actually lucky. It's the feminine number. It's Asclepius, which is healing. And
Mm.
then 1 and 3 is 4, which is beautiful, solid foundations. And a
Mhm.
lot of apartments or hospitals, they don't have a 13th floor. So there's this inversion that's happened from something that's actually positive. They'll take
Yeah.
away the things that are positive and turn it into what, the system needs to work. So you don't have all these beautiful numbers. So thank you for that recommendation. So yeah,
Yeah.
guys, and if you watch it, guys, let us know. I always set up when I'm watching a movie, I always have an intention. Okay, what is it for me to know, to remember, for my higher self to be able to give me clues or messages? And then I just set up the whole room where I'm watching the movie so that I'm protected, but I'll get my
Yeah.
messages from that movie. So thanks
Yeah.
for that one. I will watch that
That's all
too.
right. It's a
Mhm.
thought-provoking one.
Good.
And my husband was like, "Can we watch that one again in like a month or so? Because that was pretty good."
So you've only just watched it, or was it a while ago?
Oh no, it's an old movie like from early 2000s, I think.
Okay, good to know. All right,
Um,
so we might have to look for it.
we just watched it the second time, like within the last couple of weeks.
It's so bizarre because I've just done this beautiful course over the weekend and my friend gifted it to me. I was really grateful, but it was all about like energy healing and, exactly the sort of work I've been doing since in my 20s. And it was also about how we can be anything we choose through this quantum field, which is consciousness. and
Mhm.
and they did some beautiful healing and some beautiful connecting in for people that had lost loved ones, and how you can actually see them within others and actually talk with it. It's just beautiful. I get home and I go, oh, I just think I might just start watching this series. It's all about going into other dimensions, going into parallel lifetimes, and I'm going, synchronicity. So movies like this often will get spoken about when it's perfect
The
timing to
right
watch them.
time.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. Oh, we've got Layla on as well. Hi, how are you? Gorgeous.
Hi.
Let's just have a look at Angel Lorries. Do you
Okay.
want to read this one out? It's
Yeah,
green.
so the main character was a black man who was average looking in appearance, but it's his height that was the feature. Another theme.
Another theme.
It seemed that he had a crush on my character and he first appeared as an average height man, like 5'5". Then the next time he made himself known, he was the height of a child, and I almost didn't recognize him as a full-grown adult. The next time I saw him, he was the height of an action figure or Ken doll, and he was dancing in a very fast-paced way over to a door, still looking like he had many arms and legs at the speed he was moving. This dream was hilarious.
I bet it was. That's just a classic. That
Yeah.
is beautiful.
I actually
Okay.
think of as you're saying, like it just kept changing sizes. It reminds me of a game on Roblox, weightlifting simulator, where you can like make yourself huge and, massive because you've done all these weights and everything. And then when you rebirth, you go back to this tiny little thing and a little stick thing, and they run around just like that.
Is that
Arms,
right?
legs going everywhere.
Oh, that is so funny.
Depending on speed. So yeah, that would make me laugh too.
All right.
Dear.
Okay, so that height theme has come up again. I mean, because I look at Niobe's and hers with the 8 foots and
Yeah.
then so many of them and having a crush, they wanted to be with her. So this theme is
Yes.
definitely going on today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are
And
you
the
getting
masculine.
straight up? Yeah, it's the masculine, isn't it?
Well, I'm getting it's an unknown part of self, because the color black generally means something you don't know yet.
Subconscious, yeah.
Yeah, so subconscious or just an
Let me have a
unknown
look at
part of yourself. Had a crush on me. I just find it interesting that the height kept changing. So if he kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, but he was getting faster as well, I'm just wondering if there's a part of yourself that you don't know that you're shifting and changing
Good
consciously or
point.
unconsciously.
The
And
process.
perhaps
Yeah.
when you're unconscious, which is when it's in its smallest form, it just runs like an ever ready. Just keeps going. I don't know. I think only Angel Laurie will be able to answer that one.
Yeah, so because that unknown unconscious is we all, we all have that. And I feel maybe this is a message from your subconscious saying, hey, here's something, it's representative of you. And this is, maybe it used to play out more, Angel Laurie. Maybe were you a little bit more direct and out there, with reactions and things to people, and then now maybe it's changed. I again would say here it's really worthwhile going in, and even when you're meditating and going into that beautiful quiet space, just ask the aspect of your dream to come up to give you more information and answers to it. So I don't know, that might be worthwhile doing. So
I find it interesting that they thought it was hilarious. So
yeah,
I am assuming that it had a fun play aspect to it.
true.
And the Ken doll or the action figure, well, they're like a plastic thing, aren't they? So it's
And
like
there's
a
something you
robotic.
play with. Yeah, there's something
Yeah.
that you play with. And so
Yeah.
doll, depending on the doll. If cuddly means a need for love and nurturing, oh, here we go. If Barbie or Ken type, I think that might be the one. It means you are playing a role and suppressing true self. Well,
Well, there
how
you
about
go.
that?
Now,
They even had your words in there, Angel Laurie.
Angel Laurie has actually put in the bottom of it.
Mhm.
In that dream, I looked like a female Shrek. I was green.
I love this. This is so cool. Okay, and we know that green is healing. I'll just double check, but green
And your
is the
heart.
heart. And look what we just
Mm-hmm.
talked about in our beautiful chakras. That
Mm-hmm.
heart chakra is the green, healing and growth. So you were going through a healing growth aspect within yourself, but there was
Yes.
this aspect that it was actually changing. Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. There you go. I love
Thanks
this.
for the
This is so
chuckle.
cool. Yeah, thanks for the chuckle. I reckon Shrek's cute.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Oh, that is so funny. Oh, that's awesome. So look,
Dear.
how and I really know, spirit, our higher self, even talks in humor. honestly, I'll be cracking up sometimes going, you're such a smart ass. But I love that sort of humor. And so, that humor will really come through even in your dreams. So do remember, though, that our subconscious, if we say something in humor, but it might be derogatory or whatever, our subconscious can take that as a truth. So to me, it's fine when you're deliberately conversing with that higher self. However, when you're saying things, be mindful. That's all. Just because it can be like putting a little program in to us that we don't even realize. So
Yeah.
So
So
okay.
just before we go into the next one, Lalama Sony has asked, "Hi, can I join the queue?" So if you just want to pop up your dream or pop up what you want to talk about, we will definitely get to it. So
sure. And Lalama, welcome. If you want a personal reading or some help with something, you can jump onto my website, magicmarie.com, and you can actually book in with me if you'd like something more personal. We do the dreams here. If you've had an experience in life that's really amazing and synchronistic and you want to ask about that, that's great. So but just jump onto my website and honey, we can book you in. So that's easy peasy. So, but I'm loving seeing new people on here. And I don't think that there's anywhere else that does dream decoding like this. I've not seen it. So and I don't know, for the new people, Zan and I have been doing this for like 15 years together every day. She's my dream buddy because we work together and we, started to really like have these dreams and talk about them. I've been doing it since I was a kid. But if you have lots of weird, lovely dreams and you want to have someone to actually keep you accountable to remembering them and then decoding them, grab yourself a dream buddy. Don't find someone that hates dreams is going to look at you like with, I don't care. Doesn't work. So even if you guys want to like hook up with each other from here, like, you can, find each other and say, oh, do you want to be my dream buddy? And it doesn't matter. Like Zan and I just ring each other or text each other in the morning if we've had a big dream and go, are you awake yet? And sometimes we might not do it for a few days. And since we've been doing this show, I find that we don't need to as much. We used to do it every day.
I know, right? Yeah, it's funny. There's really only been a couple that we've gone, oh, hang on, help me.
This dream, and it's really in depth, and so get yourself a dream buddy, guys. I should actually set up a Telegram group or something where we can do that. That would actually be really cool. I'll have to look into doing something like that for everyone. So but let's have a look at Layla, because I think Layla's way over where she's up real late as well.
Just off the late shift.
She's on the late shift. Okay, where's her? Let's go back to Layla. Here we go.
It's just a little bit up from there. So remembered a dream I had twice.
Yeah.
When the National Hospital was built to a very debated place in Oslo, Norway. No one wanted it there, but it was built. It was bullied in. Okay, so in my dream, I saw a ring underneath it, and it was evil, this ring. This happened in 94, right? So this is an old dream that's just stuck with you.
Yeah, and so when there's a repetitive dream, so let's look up. Hospital is a place for getting help and healing, isn't it? I'll just double check that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my understanding of hospital. Healing center, emotional, mental, physical rejuvenation. So it sounded like in real life they were actually building this national hospital, and it was really being debated
as to whether it should go there or not.
Yeah, so this is interesting, and saw a ring underneath it. So what do you get from a ring, Zandy?
Well, a ring is like eternity because there's no beginning and no end.
Yeah.
I wonder if the ring had a color to it.
Yeah, good point. Layla, if there was any colors in this dream that stood out, if you remember, can you pop it in for us? The fact that it's underneath as well, again, this is going into that subconscious area.
Yeah.
Ring,
knowing that it was evil.
The ring of truth. See circle. So I'm going to have a look up circle as well, Zan.
So do you know if Layla is in Norway?
I
or
I
are
think yes,
they just
no,
in
I think
Europe
she
somewhere?
moved. Yeah, moved, but was sort of considering going back to Norway. But yeah, it was I
Mm,
think it was her home ground sort of thing.
right, okay.
So, but the
Alright.
circle is wholeness, completeness, no beginning and no end, infinity. The circle may mean you have completed a cycle or have grown into a wholeness of body, mind, and spirit. If presented as a merry-go-round, no, you're not getting on with your life and lessons, but that wasn't what it was. You literally are
No.
going around in circles. So, this could have been a completion. I don't know when you left Norway, actually, Lala. That would be interesting to see what was
Mm,
going on when you were having that dream. Was that hospital representative of something in your life? Now, I know some hospitals have been built by the deep state and they've been done in their symbolisms. So I do know that's happened. And so my mind went to, is this actually something that they did there? I feel though that you're using that hospital as a representation of your own healing on some
mhm.
level. Yeah, and I just tested with kinesiology and it was coming up with yes. So yeah. What are you getting, Zan?
Well, Layla's just put no specific color, just the feeling of evil in Norway.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, reading the circle part of it, it just made me feel like that sat more with this is actually about you and where
Mm.
you were at that time. So, okay, still living in Norway and close to
Oh,
the actual hospital. There
oh,
you go.
interesting. Interesting. Mm.
So, were you living close to it at the time, or did you move closer to it? Was that a choice thing, or just life in general? Um,
I am getting that
it's
there could be an intention when that hospital was built that wasn't great as well. So in that
mm,
reality, you're probably picking up on that energy. Um,
mm,
so yeah, but what it's okay. When I also see a circle, remember everything's connected, whether it's dark, whether it's light. The dark is only where the light hasn't come yet. So what I tend to do is go, oh, what is that showing me? What is that showing me so I can expand and grow and heal? So sending
mm,
light to that area. This is often what I'll do is I'll work with an area and just send light and love. But then I'll
mhm.
look at myself. What area in me do I need to send light to? So that could
Yeah,
be the mirror there for you as well.
yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
that was at the
The fact
time.
that
Yeah,
this happened a while ago, so what's that, almost 30 years ago?
yeah, yeah. Things were definitely getting built like that then. So it was
I
more,
mean,
yeah. The intention there was the symbology, and it'd be interesting to see what the shape of the hospital was because there's a children's hospital here in
mm,
Australia that's been made in the symbology that they use, the deep state, and the same with the our Canberra Parliament House, all
mm,
symbology, unbelievable. So yeah, so look, just send your light and your love to it, and just know that what aspect of me, everything in life is a circle, everything's connected, but what aspect of me then can I go in and work with? Again, this is where meditation and your breath work and going in and asking for more direction after your dream. You don't just have to leave
mm,
your dream where it is. You can go in and do some active conscious work with that.
yeah,
So that's great. It's really good you bring this stuff up, you know.
yeah,
Yeah. So
especially
I
from
hope
a
that
long time
helps.
ago. It must be sitting there
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
your consciousness for a long time, so
Because you're
time
living near
to
it, so it's triggered you somehow. So
yeah,
go in, do a meditation if you want to,
yeah,
and ask for some more wisdom, from it. And just like I said,
mhm,
I just sit and send light and love and whatever is needed. So yeah,
yeah.
wow, goodness me. Okay, so I hope that helps.
Uh,
Where are we up
okay,
to?
so Layla Masoni, who asked about joining the queue. Um, I have been seeing synchronicity, then started meditating in meditation back to back dreams, which came to reality. And last one was about a guy I was involved with, and that his cheating was left in a situation where I didn't know what was reality. But the fact that the
Mm.
previous dream was true, I'm confused about it as a vision, as it's long distance and have no clue.
So Zan, you tend to have these sort of prophetic dreams, don't you?
Yeah, I've had quite a few.
Yeah.
Um, I see it as you need to know about something. If you were actually dating this person in real life, literally, are they cheating on you? And I don't mean to be disrespectful on that one. I hope that's not the case, because as someone who has been cheated on multiple times, it's not a nice feeling, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So the last guy you were with, so you're not with them anymore, sorry.
Yeah.
His cheating left a situation, didn't know reality, but the fact that the previous dreams were Jews
Okay, so you took
were
that
true.
as truth.
So
Yeah.
I'm confused about the vision, as it's a long distance and have no clue. So are you asking about your current partner? Is that,
Yeah.
I don't know, is
Yeah.
that what you're picking up?
I think so, yeah. So if there's a theme for me, if there's a theme that's running through my dreams and then in my reality, the first thing I've learned to do now, and it took a while and I wanted to blame and go, oh, you did that to me. Hang on a minute. What's going on in me that's creating this in my reality? Because remember, we are master creators of our own experiences. When we can take that responsibility, that's when the meditation is so important, to go in and to ask that aspect of self, whether it's the aspect of self that is cheating on us, within us, where
That's
are we
right.
not expressing our truth? Where are we not truly being who our authentic self is? So that's what I would own that. And I go in and I ask that aspect of me to come up when I'm meditating, and I just acknowledge it and I thank it for being there. And I ask it if it's got any messages. And then I just simply just go, well, it's actually safe now. Thank you for that. And if there's an emotion that comes up with it, if there's some fear or if there's some grief, feel it, cry,
Yes.
do whatever it takes, release it. Okay, that's what it's doing for us, is actually helping us to do the work. So you do that. And
Absolutely.
then, I just ask, I call it God, because that word works for me. But if you want to call it great creator, universal
Whatever.
consciousness, whatever, doesn't matter. So I just allow God to come through and to take that, because I tell it, you can have a rest now. You've worked so hard. And I allow God to take it to wherever it needs to go for its holiday, and then ask whatever it needs to come back in to, whether it's love, whether it's confidence, whether it's self-esteem, whatever it is that needs to come in, I just allow, accept, receive gratefully. And then see how your patterning changes. See how your energetic field of attraction changes and what then comes to you. Because if
it
you're
always comes back to you.
always, so if you're attracting people that are cheating, what are they trying to show you within you? What is your subconscious trying to bring up for you? And it can take a lot of courage
You
to
can
actually
change it,
own it.
though. You can actually change it. I had partner after partner. It was like I was just consistently choosing somebody who would cheat on me and hurt me. And then here I was, oh, that's your fault. That's on you. Well, hold on a second. I had to stop within me and say, well, what don't I trust within me? What belief have I not solidified enough to externally portray that I can work on? And the moment I started doing the work, the moment I was going through the process, I met so many different people, and no cheating, no need to, because communication is number one. For me, that
Yes.
was my lesson. Must communicate on a different level. So you might have a different thing within you, or it might be the same thing. That's only you'll know that.
Yeah. And Trigal, thank you. It's really just saying, what we're talking about here. We create our own reality, and sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's like, no, how did
Hurts.
I do this? So,
Hurt.
exactly. And, or your subconscious was telling you. But you've got to thank, at the end of the day, when we get to a place where we can be so grateful for that lesson, when we can be so grateful for that person for being our teacher. That's something that we weren't seeing, that we would never have seen without that emotional triggering, literally. So that when we get to that place, when we can say, oh my God, this happened for me, not to me.
Yes.
There's the
Yes.
difference.
Good. That's a good way of seeing it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I like that.
thanks for sharing. And,
Thank you.
Lalima, just always the hardest thing in life is to take responsibility, but it's okay. It's our experiences are to learn from. That's all there is to it. No judgment on it at all. So
No.
yeah. So
No.
okay. So where
Remember
are we
to love
up
yourself
to?
through the process.
Yeah, just love yourself. No judgment.
Yeah.
Just go, oh, thank you so much for bringing this up. Now I can actually acknowledge this, own this, love this, release this, clear this. Ah, and I can start creating differently.
Yeah.
That's
And
how
you can.
powerful it is.
You will.
You will.
You will.
So, Layla's gone. 2 a.m. God, girl, you are a stayer. We love you. Good job.
Night, night,
That's
night.
beautiful. That's so amazing. So, right. That's great. We've got no more dreams. It's nearly time anyway, though. But just wanted to run through a few little things. If you're not sleeping, I know, was it Maple Tree? Someone asked about going when we go to sleep, they get afraid of going through that astral realm, that fourth dimension where you can pick up on things. And I know that because now I can get straight through it. I don't even go near it now. I'm just straight out into the higher echelons because my frequency is high. But if you are really just starting to work with your frequency and your crown chakra and all of your chakras. So this is our crown chakra, obviously sits on our crown. And this is the connection to me into that quantum field, into the divinity. So one thing you can do, apart from Elisa gave the tip of putting a Merkaba, like, how you do the triangle, then the upside down triangle, that's our light body. You can actually put that in to keep yourself really safe and just traveling within your own space. Another thing you can do is actually close down your chakra centers. So a lot of people are so open in their third eye or so open in their crown chakra that everything comes in. And I had to learn this myself when I was in my 20s. There was nothing around to help me. I had beings knocking on my head, trying to give me messages for people. I'm going, how do I stop this? I had to learn about my chakras. You can physically, like with intention, turn them down like a tap before you go to sleep. Or you just go, closing down my chakras now, ready for sleep, have an intention. I sleep peacefully. I'm protected. I'm safe. Any dreams that come to me are for my highest will and good. I often will white light myself first so that I've got white light through my whole chakras. I then will maybe pop a golden bubble around myself, and then you can close down your centers, your power centers. Do your Merkaba or the 2 upside down triangles over yourself if you like. That might help you sleep better. It also might help you have a better experience in your dreams. So, they're just some tips for today. To remember. So look, Zan, have you got anything else you'd like to say?
No, I've had a great time today. Lovely to see some new faces or names, new stories. I love the synchronicity of there's always a theme. I love that. And I love that we don't even know the theme until we get on and start talking. I love that. That's really
what makes it
fun.
exciting and fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so watch out for synchronicities. And if you have beautiful synchronicities, like for example, yesterday when I was at this course, I was just sitting on my own, just contemplating, and I saw this lady walk past because there was cafes around. She had this big tray full of beautiful little sandwiches or something, and I was going, oh, I'm a bit hungry. I could do with one of those. I went, let it go. The next minute she turns around and she walks up to me. She goes, would you like one of these? And I'm just like going, oh, thank you. You're my manifest in motion. And the synchronicity. She said, I've been trying to give them away to people. I went, are you kidding me? So just look for those beautiful moments.
Next time someone walks past with a bag of money, do exactly the same thing.
I love it. I love it.
And remember me when you get that bag of money.
That's it. So look, so guys, thanks so much for being with us. We love you. This is so much fun. And if it's helping us to get in touch with our own subconscious, our higher self, and helping us to heal anything that maybe needs to come up to be healed, it's just awesome. So share this with people, because I'm really trying to grow my channel, Magic Marie, so I can get rid of the ads when they come up. I have to wait till I get 1,000 people to do that. They drive me insane. So just share it if you can, and jump on and subscribe and like it. I'd be really appreciated. So thank you. And now, Zan, we've got a clash in schedule next week, so you won't be on the show. Waiting to hear back. No, you do what you need to do. And I'm waiting to hear back from our beautiful Sel that was on earlier as well, to see if she can come on. Otherwise, guys, it's me, Jasper, and the tarot cards. So I didn't even get to need to use these today. That's so Wow. Awesome. All right. We're going to love you and leave you, and have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.